Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival, and it looks like it's going to be another fine day on, I think the planet's called Dynex. Yep. And in the last part we built this very simple hover vehicle, and what I actually did is I spent the night cycle getting out and mining out the local mines, just to show you guys. There were some mines up here. There was a silicon, an iron and a copper, and I went out and mined those out completely, which means that I've now got plenty of resources to be going on with. And in this part what I want to do is go out and do some exploration, and in preparation for that I just jump in here, just show you guys. We've now stocked up our mobile constructor with all the resources. I've taken all the resources out of the base, and you can see I'm still knocking out the biofuel. Oops, we've got surplus now. Oh wow, do it that way I suppose. And the other thing I've also done is brought all my food over and put it in the fridge. We got a bit of meat because I was attacked by one of the night raptors. It wasn't a problem. He did the usual idiotic thing. He ran up to the base and stood there while I shot him full of holes. And the other thing I've also done is I've brought all my ancillary supplies, I suppose. Well, I think that can go in there. So we're ready now to go out and do some exploring, and I think that is going to be, well, the key objective of this part is to explore and actually find Promethium. So we're going to need to set some markers. We got this down here, and what I want to do is work with the daylight. And this is the trick, top tip here guys. What you want to do is explore this way. I think that's to the west, so that you follow the daylight. But I think to start with we're going to come up this way, and we're just going to head a bit north just to see if we can actually find it. But the other thing I've also done, I've just remembered, is the fact that shooting that raptor actually bumped me up a level. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock the detector, and the other thing I also want is I think I'm just going to unlock the multi-tool, because as soon as we get Promethium we're going to need it. And of course what I'm also going to do is unlock my favourite, the assault rifle. So I think before we wander off too far, I think what we can do is just reduce this down to 1, and I think we will just build that, and we'll also build a assault rifle. Of course we're going to need, projectile weapons. So if we build, probably going to build about 5. No, let's go for all 10, sorry. And we're just going to build this, and of course what we're also going to do is just queue up. So we got plenty. I went out chopping some trees down as well. Whoops. Idiotic thing. Let's just let this build, and wow, that can wait. We got loads of fuel anyway, so right. Let's just stand on here. Where can we install this? Kind of. Do I really want it like that? I suppose I could. Let's see if we can. It obviously doesn't want to. It's a bit weird like that, isn't it? I think I'm just going to stick it on the back, actually, underneath here. So it gives the ship appearance of like it's got a tail. I don't think the positioning makes that much difference. But and you can see immediately everything's lit up to the west and south. So maybe we're going west and south first. The other thing I also need to do is keep an eye out for some protein. In fact, I think we're just going to take advantage of this. As I say, the priority does need to be the Promethium, but obviously we're going to just keep going this way. The fact it says west and south means that the odds are that the resource we're aiming for is going to be roughly on the junction of the two, so that's where I'm going to aim for. I'm just going to push through the trees, and of course I run straight into a tree. As I say, I do want to keep an eye out for plant protein as well. because I wouldn't say I'm exactly running out of food, but I'm getting a little bit low. Right, so we've now got everything. We've got 3 lots. I think if we head west. Now, the downside of following the radar is the fact that it will lead you into an area where there could be a problem. So we're just going to go through here. And sometimes it actually pays if you jump out. Yeah, the nearest atom is west of us. And I mean, there's a lot of hit points here, guys, if you've got the weapons, but I generally don't like shooting up the natives just for the fun of it. I actually prefer to kind of stay friendly with them at the moment. Maybe if I get desperate for XP, I will shoot them up, but can't really see the point of doing it just at the moment. So, wow, of course it's going to rain. Okay. Let's get out onto the lake. We might be able to make a bit more progress. So we've got the marker over there. Wow, we got... Right, we found some iron deposits. Okay, it's still got more to the west of us. That's good. Let's see where we're going. Okay, so we got the iron deposit there. I think maybe we'll go slightly west to south. The trouble is, well, I suppose we're still prolonging the day, so we're okay, guys. Now, if I go this way, I would guess that iron deposit was the first of the nearest of the west ones. Let's just have a quick check. Yeah, so everything is quite a long way away. So we're just going to have to keep going this way. So I don't want to just fly across this area really quickly. I mean, I'd be quite happy to pause just so that we can pick up some plant protein if I can actually see any against the darkness. Sorry, it's a bit bleak. I was hoping for a nice fine day. Oh, brilliant sunshine. Obviously the game had different ideas. So I'm just going to keep flying this way. Ideally this will take us toward... Wow. And we should be getting in range now. It's just, yeah, so it's saying that we're within 1,000 meters of it now. Right, so we got a damaged alien tower. Gotta be a little bit careful. That's still showing items over here. I suppose with the smaller planets now, life is probably getting a bit more concentrated. This could be the tower from the Robertson protocol. We're not going to worry about that. To be honest, oh, Promethium. Alright guys, we found Promethium. So maybe I've chosen correctly here, so we're going to keep... And we found the front part of the crashed MS Titan. And if you see there, if you see the little red kind of dot in that area... Go away, boys. Yeah, that little red dot means there's a drone there, and we're not armed really to take on drones, so I'd have to fight them with the... Actually thinking about it, that's the wrong one again. I think we could probably now put that there. Oops, looks like we got... Might as well put the spices into there. And I am more interested in getting that Promethium, to be honest. Wow, I got caught in the trees. We are certainly finding... So we got a rocket drone there, crashed MS Titan there, crashed MS Titan there. And that is going to be a little bit unfortunate. We're at maximum height. Right, let's get in close. You have to be a bit careful here, guys, simply because I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for the drill first. And as I say, because I've got an ore scanner, you can see I've got the ore directly below. The reason I'm going to ignore the spiders is that if I can get the fuel, right, as I say, if I can get the Promethium first, that means I can get the multi-tool and I can repair the damage that was done. Actually, just press tab twice, because I do need to keep an eye out for any drones that come towards me. We are very close to that MS Titan, and as I say, I don't really want to tangle with that just at the moment. Right. As you can see here, because I've got the ore scanner, I can go straight down on the Promethium, and you can see the blue border gets bigger as we approach it. So yeah, I think those blocks underneath can take it. I mean, they're not going to be damaging anything that's substantial, and of course we can ignore them, annoy them a little bit by actually just doing that. I'd love to get a little bit more. 54. Anything else here? Okay, let's just go. There's some fairly big blocks there, so we're just going to mine these out, guys. In fact, I'll mine this out and I'll see you in a minute. Right, guys, I've just spent a lot of time digging down to get very little Promethium, so I think we're just going to sit in here. And I think I've just trapped the spiders. Oh no, they're still hanging around. Hello, guys. Right, let's just get into here, and what I do want to make is the where is it? I'm going to make the multi-tool, and of course we're going to need to put that in. I'm just going to make a couple of those. We really need some guns on this, because trying to shoot these idiots, there's 3 of them. Wow, we got stuff all round us. Okay, let's get away from those. They're just being obnoxious. Right, let's just have a look at the situation. Where we've got an alien tower there. What we're going to do is see if we can lure them. One trick you can do, I mean, they will come in the water sometimes. Yeah. They still come in the water. Okay. You can't get me now. So if you want a bit of peace and quiet from spiders that keep harassing you, this is one way to do it, guys. Oops. Just come here. Grab the mobile constructor. I'll just drop that on there. And we're just going to do a bit of repair. Yeah, because what happens is, with the hover vehicle, is the fact that because the distance, I don't know if I can actually go underwater, these guys are now stood down actually on the bottom, which means that they cannot reach up. Can you just reload this, please? And of course we've got damage too. So any other damage? Yeah, we got a bit of damage on that side. Just a quick check over. Yeah, well, the other way to check is to, yeah, our detector, maybe putting the detector at the back wasn't such a good idea, but I mean, it only took one. You know, so don't panic when those spiders start doing some damage to your ship. Actually, let's see. It says we got more, something closer to the south and southeast. I think we're going to go that way, guys. And maybe we'll check out the crashed MS Titan back part. I don't know how long those spiders are going to chase me, but I've got no real interest in killing spiders at the moment. As I say, what I want to do is just get out and do the exploration, open up the horizon, and we'll see. Right, so here's the MS Titan. And of course, I mean, we'll have a quick look over this, guys. Now, one of the problems with these is finding the core. And again, okay, they're all chasing me. I think what we're going to do is we might be able to get up here. If we can get up on top. And there's always an element of risk when you do this, in the sense that the spiders can actually get up onto the building. So right, we should be landed. Come on. Right, let's just reload. Actually, just use the drone to see where they are. Yeah, they're down underneath this bit here. Okay, which means it's going to make it a little bit. Oh crap! Apologies for my language, guys. There's the thickies. See, they think that I'm still up there, but say the creatures in this game aren't excessively intelligent. I think that's about it. We got them all. Okay. Oops, I thought I had my jetpack on. Right, so we should be okay up here, guys. I think what we're going to do is just come in here, and we've got some meat. So I think what we're going to do is just going to hook that meat out, because again, there's a big difference between a mobile constructor and the base constructor. What you can do in the mobile constructor is actually make food. So I think we're just going to knock out 4 of those. We can put the crushed stone in. And while that's actually building, let's do a little bit of reconnaissance on this place. What you're looking for is an entrance. There's a kind of an entrance, and as I say, what you're looking for is anything that you can loot. As I say, I personally do not like working on the MS Titan stuff until I've got a tier 2 drill, simply because excavating one of these to find the core with a tier 1 drill is tedious. Well, it's going to be tedious anyway, because there's a good chance the core will be inside of here. So what you're looking at is digging down maybe in this area. So maybe we'll dig a little bit just to see, just to show you guys. I mean, I think you've got the beginning of an entrance here, so maybe we can just dig out around here a little bit. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, these are hardened steel blocks. Yeah, I don't. Right, let's just. We'll come back to the MS Titans. I mean, there's some good loot in it. Yeah, we can just like that. What's that? That's going to give me 104 food. That's going to give me 485. I suppose 2 steaks would take me back up to nearly 500. I'm just going to drop that in there. As I say, at the moment I would rather explore. There's one advantage, was the fact that we managed to get rid of, oops, thank you. And actually I think, again, sorry about this guys, mobile constructor. I think what we will do is just knock out 10 of these, just to give us a little bit more. Right, let's just stand on top. So it says that we've got something that's closer to the south and southeast. Maybe we'll go this way. I'm not sure how. I go this way. Let's see. So it's probably in this area here. This is a village. Okay, there's a village there. That could be useful. A village is a very, very good early target when you haven't got much. Got some copper, got some iron, silicon. Wow, that opened up everything like a Christmas tree. Silicon. Wow, this is... Right, we're going to have to try and get through these trees. Try and maneuver through without getting stuck up against them. As I say, villages can be a very, very good source of resources in the early game before you actually got the power to knock things down. So we're just going to come round here. Now the primary opposition is you don't want to kill the villagers. What we're looking for is the entrance, but you will find there's crawlers in here. So what you want to do is just get round here. I mean, if you had a small vessel, you could actually come in and land on the... I'm just gonna... Right. Again, just going to reload. And I mean, I could do a recon. Let's do a recon first. See where the spawners are, because what you're after is the spawners that will trigger the crawlers. These look like that. Looks like a village one, but what you can do is just come in and kill all the crawlers. Okay. As I say, try not to shoot all the village natives. So what you can do is just shoot that. Ah, great. It got me from behind. Okay, 8. I think that will get rid of the open wound. Reload. Always pays to walk around here with a fully loaded gun. Okay, there he is. Right, we got a poisonous bite. That's okay, guys. Don't worry about it. Famous last words. We've got ability to treat poisonous bite. Okay, let's just get back here, and I will show you a dodge if once I get this done. Right, let's get in here. Go to the fridge, and I think, yeah, if you eat the natural sweetener as opposed to the, I mean, I could use the medication, but I don't see the point. Oh, great. Hello. It's only going through the ammunition if nothing else. Hey, well, we won't be short of food. Oh, great. Okay. And we won't be short of XP as well, either. Okay. Okay. Get off my ship. Let's just get into the fridge again. I think we're going to need to. I think we'll just drop that in. We need something that will lift our health. Yep. So we're just going to drink one of those. We're okay. Right. How are we doing for ammunition? You'll probably find the sport. There it is there. Again, run. Just stand out here. They're going to come right to the edge of the village, and you can kill them this way. And we got a poisonous bite again. Oh, great. I think I might take some sweeteners with me this time. This is getting a bit much. Just take 6 of them with us just in case. I think the problem is I didn't get to that spawner before it actually respawned. That was the problem. But it's not. We're gonna have some fun here, guys. Anyway, so all I can say is the loot better be. I think this is there's a spawner down here that's actually causing the trouble. We got rid of that one. Let's make sure we got rid of the rest. There's another one there. Okay, we've got some crops up here. We're certainly going to grab these. This used to be called durian fruit, but I think it's now just called plant protein. As I was saying, villages are a very, very good source of XP. And of course what we're going to get is we can pick this corn as well. I think corn is now a sort of, I think like wheat, is it wheat sprout? Yeah, it's grain. It's actually not corn anymore, it's grain. But grain is a very, very good source of actual plastic, so I'm just going to grab that. And of course there's another spawner just down there, so get rid of that. That was 75 points. And of course what we need now is to look for the goodies. There should be one each side. I'm sure I saw one. Yeah, there we are. Cobalt ingots, yes. Projectile pistol T2. Solar panels, what we got here. Food poisoning, yeah, we're certainly going to take that. As I say, there should be one on each side. So if we go back out round the other side, guys. Oh, come on. I may have to take exert revenge on you guys if you're not going to give me. Say normally you get one per side and then you get one in the centre in this area here. I think I've just seen another crawler wandering around. So I have to be a bit careful. And sometimes if you go up here round the back of this, there's one, yes. Wow. Okay, what we got here? Assault rifle tier 2. Okay. So you're going to take that. I'm going to take the tier 2 pistol. We're going to tier 2 pistols. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a bit weird. Yeah, that is a great find. Right guys, if you're really, really short of XP, this is a way to game the game. Come here, get back out, and just get on top of there. And then so it's not fair. As I say guys, if you're really, really short of XP and you want to build up, because these guys won't come outside the village, so these village entrants can be a very, very good way of just, well, gaming the game. I mean, personally, I'm not a big fan of it, but I thought I'd show it to you because, well, it's, you know, as I say, it's a way of playing the game. Right, I think that's about it. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3. I don't think that. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, right, I think that's about it, guys. I'm just gonna jump in here. Of course, what we're gonna have to do now is certainly add all our booty to the various bits and pieces. Certainly going to put the bandages down. You can see how useful actually taking on a village can be. Certainly going to that. In fact, we're probably going to need. Well, we've got actually. What I'm going to do is pick about half of these. That can go there, and I think we're going to take about 5 of those. That's the cargo box. Come on, open up, please. Shove that in there. What are these? Poisonous bite, food poisoning. I think the blue ones we can. I don't really need these. Yeah, I think these can go in because these are my higher level medicines. And this is again open wound, necrosis, frostbite. I think we're just keep that there. And before we set off and do a bit more experimentation, mobile constructor, we're going to shove that in there. I'm just going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm certainly going to pull that out so we can recharge our ship. And of course what we're going to do now is just come out of here. Actually what we could do is just put this in, and that would give me 1, 2. That would queue up 3 energy bars. I mean, I could put them all in, I suppose. Yes, put them all in. It would just make life a bit easier, and we can put 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get 5 of those. Yeah, it's 2 vegetables. That should be enough. Right, guys. And the day is running out. Oops. Got some mushrooms there as well. Actually, I'm just going to show you this, guys. Now, mushrooms have a very short perish time. If we go in here and jump into these, and just to show you here, see it says here, it's good against poisonous bite, but be aware that if you do eat mushrooms, there's a good chance that you will get indigestion. So don't use mushrooms as a cure unless you've actually, I think that can go and just spoil. I think the eggs are probably, yeah, well, that can stay in there for the moment. And let's just put some more stuff in the cargo box. Sorry about this, guys. I think we'll put the spare pistol in there as well. Don't want to carry too much stuff around. This will perish as well. So projectile pistol, assault rifle. It almost makes me a bit sad, the fact that I actually got round to doing it. Actually, we need to put those leaves in the fridge as well. Herbal leaves are very useful for cure. Okay. This is decision time. Let's get rid of the carver. We don't need it. We've got a suit. So we've got a big pile of stuff now to actually do stuff with. Okay, we'll be okay, guys. And as I say, we've got lots and lots of stuff round to the west, and we've destroyed a local village. And I think just if we keep going, this is what I was saying, guys, if we keep going to the west, actually let's just level off aware of the time as well. I think we can go a little bit further. Yeah, so if we go south, I think if we follow the path south, we can just unlock that bit, and then that's where I'll call it for this part, guys. And what we'll probably do is pick up almost exactly where we left off. Okay, so south and east. Okay. Yeah, so what we're looking for is to the east. So if we aim for about there, I don't really got that steep bank. I suppose I can. So we're just going to go up over the top of this bank here. Right, we found another small iron deposit. And it's now saying that what we got is to the west. Right, guys, just to wind this part up, we're just going to have a little bit of chat about the travelling and exploring and actually journey times. and distances. If I show you the map here, it would intuitively you would say that it takes less time to go round the pole than it would the center, but the way the maps work in Empyrion is they are effectively, the way you want to look at it is a bit of a sheet of paper wrapped around a globe. So there's not actually that much difference between travelling around the centre and travelling around the poles. It's just one of the ways that the actual projection's done in Empyrion. We're just going to run into the sun a little bit just to see what we can see. Well, we got loads and loads of stuff. I think we're in the potential. Yeah, there's what the? Who the heck's firing at me? Got a drone. Okay, run, 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 run. We strolled in onto the MS Titan. We picked up that drone. Yeah, there's something up there. Let's get away. I'm not in a position to fight a drone just at the moment. And here's the radiation area. And you can find Promethium and Pentaxid in there. We're just going to check out what that is. And of course, the one thing you don't want to do is stroll into here. So this is an external mainframe, but there's nothing we can do about getting to it, simply because it's up in the air and we've got a hover vehicle. So that kind of leads me into the next real project, which is building a small vessel, because the hover vehicle is great for exploration, but if you're going to go aggressive, there's a bug up there, or spiders again. Oh great. Yeah, so but if you're going to go aggressive, guys, what you really want is a small vessel, especially now since they've got elevated bases and stuff like that. So we've now got that Xeno mainframe there, and it's right over the radiation area as well. That's cool. Right, so I think what we're going to do is just get through this radiation area, and you can see it's quite odd in the fact that, well, we might get Promethium that way. Oops. I think maybe if we just keep going west for the moment. Now, the other thing you will find in these areas is the spitting bugs, so be aware that you may run into them. I can hear something shooting at me again. Right. Let's just get... Right. It's saying that whatever's to the west is less than 1,000 meters, so I think we're just going to explore that, guys, and then that's for the second time, that's where we're going to call the video. So let me just go there just to see. I would say it's probably west by southwest. This is a really big radiation area, actually. Wow. And I can see, there's no, I can't see any Promethium there. Oh, we've run into a Xerox patrol. Right, out of the way again, guys. We're not. New comm array. Wow. Wow. Right. That is a new feature of the game, that you will run into Xerox patrols. Okay, unknown artifact. So we're there. So in this area, probably defending the comm array, there are Xerox patrols. Let's just check. Actually, if I can check it this way. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of damage. So I think we're just going to repair the damage while I. Nope. Oh. Nearly made a mistake there, nearly fell in the water. That would have been pretty bad news. Right, so I took a bit of damage on the cockpit. Okay, thrusters. Yep, that definitely puts there. You can see a bit of damage there on the. Now that certainly means that I'm going to need a small vessel. I'm not going to deal with patrols like that with some Gatling guns on the front, and we've got some cobalt, so we may actually be able to get some rocket launchers. That's going to be really cool. Right, let's have a quick check. There, got thrusters still damaged. Okay. See which thruster's been still. I wonder if it's these. It just says you're okay. It's probably underneath actually. Oh, we don't have anything thrusters underneath. Okay. Yes, it's probably the rear thrusters. Yep, there it is. All repaired. Jump back in, and we're now out on this edge here, guys. So we found another Promethium. All this radar completely lit up, and I can't really exploit it. Okay, what have we got here? Yeah, we've got Promethium, and it's actually defended by a drone. Okay, but I think if we go this way, we should still be able to get close enough. So there's a spitting bug. See the spitting bug? And he's turned round. See, he's turning around now, and he's going to fire at us. So yeah, you see, he just launched at us. Right. So there's another radiation area here as well. Okay, that's cool. Obviously, radiation areas are well defended. Hey, let's get out of here. This is going to be fun. Where are we now? Yeah, unknown artifact. Let's just get rid of that. How far are we? We've still got a fair way to go around the planet. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is we're just going to keep pushing this way. Because we're obviously out in hostile territory, and we're now getting, see, we're getting hit by the spitting bugs now. Abandoned reactor. Okay. Wow. There's obviously lots of bugs in this area as well. I think we're just gonna get through these. Oops. Teach me to fly through a bush, won't it? I think we're... There's another bug just over there. So, right, I'm just going to push through here. Wow. Everybody's firing at me. I'm starting to feel a bit hurt here, guys. That is the abandoned reactor. Right, guys, this is definitely where I'm going to leave it. I'm way over time on this video. I've got a bit carried away. It might be a bit shorter once I've edited out some of the more extreme things. What I'm going to do is, off camera, I will carry on and fly all the way around and get back to base, because I think to deal with a lot of these issues, we're going to have to start looking at building a small vessel. You can see all the shooting up the local village is giving me loads and loads of points to work on a small vessel. That's going to be for the next part. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.